Hey there, Cancer. I'm Jofia Mind Tarot here with your mid March 2024 Tarot and Oracle card readings. As usual, for the mid month, we do what's going on in the psyche of the collective. And for the Cancer collective, let's see what's going on within you, within your psyche. I hope you're having a wonderful day, Cancer, and hope you had a wonderful week. As I was kind of sitting there getting ready for your read, a nursery rhyme popped into my head. So I don't know if you like this nursery rhyme or uh, this is something from your childhood that you particularly sang a lot. I'm not sure, but it's This Old Man, He Played One. So it's an old English folk song. Some of you may know it. So maybe that might be significant to some of you. So let's see what comes out here. Maybe something from your childhood might come out. All right, let's. So it's this old man. He played one. He played knick-knack on my town with a knick-knack, paddy-whack with a dog bone. This old man, he knows something like that. I may be saying it wrong. I don't know. So maybe it's identifying the person who this reading is for. Who knows? All right, let's see what's going on in the Cancer Collective first for the mid March 2024. So just do it. One more shuffle. Yeah. So we have eternal gatekeeper. Acknowledge, assert, protect what is right for you. So it's like creating your own boundaries. I see this as boundaries, like you are the gatekeeper to yourself. It's like you are standing at the door of your own life, your own, allowing, deciding who comes in and out of your life. Yeah, moving forward into the unknown, but maybe using your intuition or your higher self as a guide with that eagle. You know, the shadow of the eagle is what's going on above you, but seeing something from a higher perspective. But I think you've established some boundaries here. And it says here, repair, making amends rather than fun times, reveals a relationship's true constitution. So this could mean repairing something, working on yourself, could be also working on a relationship. But with boundaries here, maybe establishing boundaries within a relationship. But maybe you're taking some time alone to yourself. Maybe that's why you're in the wilderness. Or see, maybe not necessarily wilderness. Maybe you're in solitude, trying to heal a situation. Maybe when it comes to give and take, maybe that's where the boundaries are being set. Maybe you found yourself giving too much. There's giving and receiving and giving. Yeah, almost like the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So maybe, yeah, so it's more of spending time in solitude, really thinking to yourself, repairing your own wounds, maybe childhood wounds. Maybe that's why that song came in. It could be so many things. But let's see here what these two cards are. Melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. And then we have radical honesty, and then we have intention. So these two cards came up for Gemini, and I kind of thoroughly shuffled the deck, and I put these two cards in separate places within the deck, and it came out together again. So yeah, it's like no longer allowing someone to control you, establishing your own boundaries by being honest with who you really are. Maybe Cancer, you probably gave, not because you wanted people to like you per se, but you thought that, they would reciprocate. That if you gave of yourself, maybe you gave too much, that someone someone who you were giving to, or people that you're giving to, will also give back in return just as much. And maybe you found out that that just wasn't the case. So let's look to, maybe there's one other message I want here with the melting mass. Number 16 is talking about a mass typically rises out of the ego's desire to be real and in control, when in fact it is neither. The ego, like the body and emotion, are two. Sorry. The ego, like the body and emotions, are tools. Their function, when used appropriately, proportionally, is to give authentic form and expression to our spirit self. Mm. Drawing this card signifies the impending loss of a mask to an encounter, an event, or circumstance that incites its melting. A period of confusion, which talks about that in intention, turmoil or grief may follow this mass dissolution. So maybe you had been, yeah, so you had been through a battle here that caused your mask to melt. Maybe your mask was, given too much in order to, feeling that you had to reciprocate, but you found yourself in a difficult situation. Maybe you felt that you gave so much of yourself that you were kind of controlled by others. That could be possible, but the mask had to melt. Yeah. So it had some situation that you found yourself in, that you had to, the mask had to come off. Is where you had to really check yourself. What am I doing here? Really reevaluate. I mean, this could also mean, towards yourself, Cancer, if you did not have the best intentions, maybe you were giving to a situation in order to control it. And someone had to establish boundaries with you, but what I more see is you doing this. All right, so what is the energy, the general energies? Let's see if this is for you, Cancer, or, someone saying that towards you. Let's see. Someone could go either way, I guess. Let's see. But there had been a battle. What's the general energy here for Cancer Collective Spirit? Why are they going through this? And why did they go through this? Thank you. Mm. That's too many. Um, all right, I'll leave it. Okay, so we have new beginnings. Okay, so there's some kind of new beginning that you are seeing or going through out of an unhappy situation. Okay, so you had to have, maybe you sought psychiatric help with professional assistance here. Maybe you had guidance from spirit. Um, Maybe you had friends to talk to, um, because we do have dark thoughts in the reverse. So maybe you were in a really dark place, and you had to get professional help, psychiatric help, in order to come out of this unhappy place because we look further into happy success, but it looks like, you're recovering from some kind of situation that didn't go so well. It was quite unhappy. So let's see. We will turn these cards this way and pick them up. All right. So we have, okay, present power in the reverse, the loving woman in the upright, conflict in the upright, transformation in the upright, joyous fun in the reverse, and then courage in the reverse. Hmm. So with transformation here, things had to change. You felt a sense of powerlessness, in the situation that you were in or someone else was in. Well, anyway, there's a feeling of powerlessness here because it did say here with intention that you don't want to be played in someone else's game of chess. So it could be feel like you felt like you were manipulated, and you felt a sense of powerlessness because under this manipulation, uh, it was in the guise of loving you, but it was not. I think it was a ruse. Um, I don't know. I don't think that this person had good intentions. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but it did end up in some kind of conflicting or some kind of um, combative situation here. And in order, you had to transform this, you had to change this. You gathered all the information that you learned from this situation to move forward. And what I can tell as she stands there on the bridge is as if she's moving forward into this or she's coming away from it. I'm more likely thinking that she's just turning back to have one last look before moving forward. And this is all the knowledge she has gained from what she has learned from the situation. With joyous fun in the reverse, I don't think it was much fun dealing with this person. I don't think they were as loving as they portray because with this melting mask here, it could be that this person put on the facade as if they were loving, but they were anything but. Maybe they made people think that they were part, or that you and them were in a loving, happy relationship or in a loving, happy family situation or friendship, but it's it's definitely was not that. Maybe this person liked to keep up appearances. It could be even that, unfortunately, it could be that you were in a situation where you're being abused. Where outside appearances it seemed as if you were in a healthy relationship. Loving. But when you close the doors, that's when you know you get knocked around. Because this person is in battle gear here. Look at her eye. She has been popped in it so many times. Like, you know, this could be even, yeah, this could be even domestic violence. I don't know why I'm getting that from these cards, but this person pretends, to be this loving person. Or maybe you pretend to be happy in a loving relationship when you're not. Because when you go home, this is what you have to deal with: fear, conflict, fighting. Quite unpleasant, you know, and you feel like you lack the courage to move forward. So let me see here. Let's look at courage in the reverse. So in the reverse here, it puts you on notice that there is or soon will be an important situation that calls for you to step out of your comfort zone. This may be frightening to you and you may have been avoiding it for a while. But the time has come for you to challenge yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So it could be the courage, finding the courage to kind of face a conflict head on, even. Not fighting the person, but kind of fighting the control they have over you, because it seems here that you feel a sense of powerlessness, And if you're in an abusive situation, in an abusive marriage, that could be what that you have the courage to move past this, to move, away from it, move away from the conflict. Let's see here. Yeah, because let's go to four. Yeah. So it's a difficult situation. And with joyous fun, let's see joyous fun real quick. So we could add more information to this. It's in the reverse though. Signals of potential joyless time for you. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. How could loving woman be here, be in a loving situation, but then joyous fun be in the reverse? It has to be someone who's pretending. And then we have melting mass, and this person has been knocked around, right? So it's like trying to come out of that, healing, repairing what the damage that has been done. Uh, hmm. Maybe it doesn't have to be an abusive relation. It can be in a childhood abuse, like people think that your father, your mother was this sweet energy, and then when the doors were closed, they knocked you around some, and to admit that to yourself is quite difficult. So take it as it resonates. So what is cancer's how can cancer move forward from this? Spirit, how can cancer move forward from this? What can they do to move forward from the situation here? I mean, we did see professional help, right? At the beginning. One more shuffle. All right, let's see what comes up for you. Ooh, all right. All right, so I think that is it. Okay, so we have passion ignited. Okay, so that's something restarted, maybe passion within you. Maybe you felt, you know, dead in a system. Okay, so we have passion ignited fulfillment of wishes. Hmm. And then we have the devil. Hmm. Maybe this, if this is a relationship, maybe there's some kind of unhealthy attachment, unhealthy attraction between two people, but it's abusive. Maybe you feel stuck in a particular situation. Maybe you feel this is really difficult. It's like feeling attracted to and fulfilled by something that's not good for you. Or because we have all this heart energy and then we have temptation in the middle of it. Fulfillment of wishes is like the nine of cups. Emotional fulfillment. Okay, let's see what comes out here in these cards. We have universe, which talks of this is like social media. Could mean like at the end of a cycle. So maybe this talks about the end of a cycle. Victory and success with the Six of Wands. Standing your ground here with the Seven of Wands, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. Hmm. So maybe it's trying to end the cycle, you know, where you finally establish those boundaries here. Maybe that's what you're learning to do. And at first, when you establish boundaries, right, you feel alone, really, because before you were letting people or something that was not good for you just control you. But when you stand your ground, there would be a sense of feeling isolated, because now you're controlling who enters and exits your life, you know. So having that success, victory and success to stand your ground, maybe even after ending a particular cycle and being successful at that, you know, you will move on to establishing those boundaries, standing your ground, and you know, taking that time to maybe feel a little bit left out in the cold, but with this overall energy, something good is coming. It could be that you're finally getting what you desire, but there's always temptation lurking in the background because it's not easy to kind of move away from something that you're accustomed to, you know? But I don't know if the thing about it is like you're weaving something that is maybe this is within you. Yeah, this is maybe it's not, maybe it's dealing with a relationship. That doesn't mean going back to it. It just means that you're kind of healing within of what you've been through. So what is the message from spirit? What is the advice from spirit on this situation? Thank you, spirit. What is your advice for the Cancer Collective? Thank you, spirit. All right, so let's see. One card popped out. What makes me feel cancer is like you've been in abusive relationship since childhood, and this is finally moving forward from um from that kind of energy. So you can always rewrite the story here with villain. Yeah, and you see, she's getting ready to crush that what do you call it, shell, and it's emitting some kind of siren. It's like something that you're attracted to, but you trying to squelch that. You're trying to kill that attraction to it. You know, finally taking a stone and silencing it for good. Your potential is endless. You're the queen, or king of your own life, of your own story. And yeah, the world awaits you. You being who you truly are. Yeah, it's moving away from a situation that, or, it's almost like a generational curse where you keep attracting the same kind of people into your life. So we have don't doubt your worth and don't seek anyone's approval. Yeah, don't doubt lighthouse and expectation. I am always enough. Right here. I am always enough. You are enough. You're not seeking, you feel isolated, yes, but you don't seek anyone's approval. You're trying to heal your inner self and feeling as you want to feel again like you are enough because you are. Okay, you know who you are, and yeah, you're guided by spirit here. Spirit is all over this. Okay, so I hope this helped, and I hope it resonated. Um, Cancer, if it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, take care, Cancer. Bye.